Want to know the secret to my wash and go? Stay tuned.
Few things you can never take from me. That's my heart, my talent, my soul. Enough of them I move like carbon copy and out of control.
Hey now people, it is your redhead dancer Meka Meets, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you head on down below, click that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be in my business and know anytime I post a video, definitely that notification bell is for you. And before we get into the video, asking everybody to just give this video a like, share it with a friend who you know it may help, and most importantly, enjoy and stay tuned to my channel. So today, I know when I see my head looking a little strange, but today's video is basically about how I do my wash and goes. I chose to do this video on my channel is because everywhere I go, I always get asked this question: how you do your wash and goes? Oh my gosh, how you curl so defined? What products you use? Da, 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 da. And it comes from strangers and people that I know. So this video is dedicated to you if you want to know how I achieve my wash and goes and how I get them to last. So let's get right into the video. What I like to do first after I've washed my hair, and now my hair is freshly washed, just got out the shower, you know, freshly washed, yeah. And I also dyed it as well because it needed touching up. You probably will see the clip here of how it looked when I took it out of the protective style and when I would have washed it and applied my dye and stuff like that. You probably will see that little clip right here. So finished, parted into 4 sections. I just went through with my finger, then use a comb, and I just wrap around. The other part here I have in a clip because I'm going to start from the back and come up. Now to start, let me get my mirror here. To start, I like to use the hair growth oil by Essential Nature. Now they are a local brand here in Barbados, a very good brand I might say, and you could see how much I love this product from where it is. I use this all over my hair. I probably use it too much, maybe, but I use this all over my hair. I use this throughout wash and goes if I want to just revive the hair a bit, but I mainly use this product for my edges because a strong hairline, a healthy hairline is very important. And oftentimes I find because of the type of hair I have around here, you know, it's very soft. Most times protective styling sometimes put a lot of tension here on my hairline and makes it quite a bit thin. So then I have to, throughout the protective style, be working on it, and after putting in that extra work as well if I would have gotten any damage from the style. So I go in with it. And definitely, you know, check them out on Instagram. Christmas is coming up. They have a lot of products, something for everyone, for the men as well. You know, thoughtful gifts. So I go in, put it on the hairline. I focus on the areas that need the most help. And then I put it all over and I massage it in. Now when I'm massaging this in, I like to think good thoughts. I like to say thank you. I don't know who else does this, but I like to say thank you. Yeah, but we ain't gonna get into that. But I like to say thank you as I'm massaging. And we all good to go. So now we're gonna get into it. And I'm going to show you, don't mind the 1 or 2 knots. I did not detangle when I was washing. And usually I don't suffer from a lot of, you know, tangling up and matting. I don't really suffer from a lot of that. But let's just get into it quickly. So my base. I would usually go through my scalp with this and give my entire scalp a massage. Or I would use some type of grease. This is a hair and scalp treatment herbal complex from Design Essentials, and I will go through with either or and just put it all throughout my hair, like that, and just give it a little rub in. And like I said, I will break down these parts even more and go through with either the oil or the grease and then massage the entire head. All right, but we're not going through that step today. So edges are covered. Let's jump straight into it. There are two products, natural hair products, that I would say I really like. But there's one that takes the trophy anytime, any day, any weather. But let's start out with the other first. So I have the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. So this used to be my go-to product. I loved it because of the smell. Yes, I loved it because of the smell, of the texture, of it. Because personally, I find from my hair, something that is creamy, that's more on the thicker end, works better for defining my hair and giving it long-lasting results. So this used to be my go-to until I found another product that really took my heart. And that is none other than the Eden BodyWorks Natural Defining Curl Cream. This here. And I love this video. Wow, I do love this video. I love this product so much. One, because of the smell. Two, because of the texture. But most importantly, I love it because of the moisture it gives my hair and the fact that it's a product that works wonders for persons living in the tropics, in very humid countries or areas or whatever. So I really love it for that. And I would have done some research on it. When I first came across it, I said, all right, let me just read up. You read the back. But I said, let me go and see some videos and stuff like that. And the back actually says the Coconut Shea Natural Curl Defining Cream is a humidity resistant formulation designed to refine and separate curls and waves. So instantly, when I saw humidity resistant, I was like, wow, this has to be the product for me. This has to be the product for me because there's a whole host of other products out there in the natural care world, and a lot of them I find, even the big brands, they have a lot of clout behind them and stuff like that, but they don't work for everyone. So that's why I tell people, I can tell you what I use for my hair, but you gotta try it out and see. A lot of it is a lot of trial and error, but most importantly, know what it is you're looking for your hair. Do some research before and then make a purchase, because also sometimes these products are very expensive. This little tub alone that is a 12 ounce is $40. $40. And this one, this is a 16 ounce, but this is $25, which I was so surprised about because Eden BodyWorks seems to be a really good brand based off the research that I would have done. And it was for $25. It was probably one of the cheapest in the hair store at the time when I would have discovered this. And I've been using this for a good two or more years now. So the price point is definitely. Also, I forgot to add that the thickness of this product, I actually end up using way less than I would of the other product. Definitely worth it. Definitely. So, yeah. Love this. Love it bad, like a slice of cheese. Because it works for where I live, the tropics. It gives me long-lasting moisture all throughout the week. Love it bad. If I can't get this, because I notice it's very hard to get. I don't know if it's a case where it sells out really quickly here, or if you know they don't bring in much of it. So I often get panic attacks, not for real, when I can't find it, right? And it's really low right now, as you can see. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a mixture of both of these because this is almost out and y'all don't need to see me crying. It's not cute. So yeah, and then once I'm finished with that, I then go in with Eco Styler. I like the green one with a hold of 10. Or recently I've started using Gummy. But let's not rush the brush. Let's get started. So I have these two here. Let's put those off to the side. And I have my water bottle here in case the hair gets a little too dry. And a trick to my natural hair girls who like to mix products. If you use gels in your hair along with other products, and you're not sure, if you know, sometimes you will get that curled up white thing and then the whole hair is still ruined because you got all these white things all about in your hair. A trick is put the product or products that you're going to be using, maybe a little dot like this in the palm of your hand, and the gel that you're using as well, put that in and just do like this and let the two really mix, and then look at it. If you realize it has curdled up into like some solid particles, then you know those products don't work well mixing together, and you probably will experience you will experience a bunch of flakes. If you see that it's looking white, then you know it's only going to look white once it's now put on, but when it dries, you'll be fine. So that's just a quick trick that I had to learn myself, so you don't waste time, and then by the time you're done your hairdo, you're then fretting because you're gonna go and wash out the hair. So let me get into it. Now there are 3 ways that I would go through my hair with the products. I would either finger comb the product through. Let me just get out this knot. Alright, so another thing, when you're combing the natural hair, start from the bottom of the hair and make your way up. Because imagine if these curls all up here and you just pushing down and pushing down and pushing down, you're creating a big knot all in here with them curls just entangling in each other and maybe any dead loose hair. So then you can pop out more hair and give yourself more work and be stressed out about detangling. So start from the bottom and make your way up, just like that. Now I didn't detangle my hair when I was in the shower, so you may see some little knots here and there, but I don't usually experience matted hair or very tangled hair like that. So I have a little section. By now my hair is a bit dry, so I'm just gonna give it a little spray through and run my hands through it. Now if I'm finger combing product through, this is what it looks like. So I would have the product in my hand and I would do like this. The other way I would do it is I may have a section and I'm gonna pull strands from the hair and apply the product in a motion like this and keep pulling. But most of the time I tend to use a combination of the two, and really it depends on what mood I'm in, how much time I have to execute this wash and go and get on with my day, whatever. Those are the two main factors. So let's go through with the favorite here. Eden, take it in my hand just like that, and I think people call it the prey hands. I do that also with my hair, and then comb through and pull down Just like that. Look at that already, people. Look. Right. Just like that. So I'm just going to show you all how I do this back section, and then we're going to time lapse this video. Because y'all should be pros by now, right? Y'all should got the secret by now. Don't make these sections too big either. If you have time, you can make them smaller so you can really focus on giving each strand the moisture and the product that is needed. So we got quite a few knots in this part here. And I think we're gonna have some fun with the two products and probably just do every other row between the products. So this Shea Moisture actually has a slightly different color. It's white, but it's not lily white as we would say. So I don't know if you could tell the difference there. Yeah, same texture. And let me just say this. You know, the back of the product says say use a pea size or dime size. If you're looking for me to follow that rule, you're on the wrong video. Because I don't feel like that is work. Not for the natural hair. If anybody watching and that works for you, definitely tell me in the comment section and tell me what product you use a dime size of in your hair and it works through the entire head. Good. So let me just show you all quickly. There's not a big difference right now you can see between the two. I'll probably do another video show with one half of my head with this and the other half with that, so you can see if there's a major difference between the two. I will say that I noticed between the two products with the Eden BodyWorks, there was definitely more definition and less frizz in comparison with the Shea Moisture. But like I would have said, for me, what sold me on this is the moisture, the fact that it is humidity resistant, and the price point is way better. I could get 2 of these by putting an extra $5 in comparison to this, 1 of these. Understand? So go through just like that. Gorgeous. I hope y'all could see. Let me zoom it just a bit. All right, so we making we way through. I'm gonna watch some paternity court while y'all watch this time lapse, and I'll pop back in every now and then just to share any other tips of what I do next. People, so back part finished. You could see I'll probably do a zoom. You could see how it looks. It's very moisturized. It feels so nice and smells so good. All right, so once I have applied these products, and once again, I only use one product, which is this, the BodyWorks. But because I was not able to get it, I went back to an old favorite, which is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus. And right now I'm just using a mixture of the two, just experimenting a bit to see what the two can do together, right? So far, so good. So now I go in with the Eco Styler Gel. And I love the green one. This is a maximum hold of 10. Remember, gel and every hair product does not work. So if you are not trying these and maybe you're trying out some other natural hair product, do the test that I would have spoken about earlier with the rubbing between the palm of the hands to see if they can work together, if they can coexist, right? So now I go in with it. Don't mind the container a little empty. I have another one here with this. And what I would do is that I would usually go through the sections like this with the gel. Or if I don't have a lot of time, I put the gel in my hand, turn it around, and go through like that, the entire section. But because I want a really defined wash and go that's going to last, I'm going to go through each section. And for me personally, the gel is what really helps with the longevity. It is like the sealant. So the product definitely that you base with, that is very much important. But then the gel acts as a backative, right? For that. And you can use a little bit or you can use a lot depending on how much hold you want. And what I find is that I don't get a crunchy wash and go. But if you end up getting a crunchy wash and go, all you have to do is take the hair and do so. And give it a little scrump, 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 scrumps. And you're good to go. Or go with some oil, scrump, scrump, scrumps, and you're good to go. So this is how I go through with the gel. Just like that. If I don't use Eco Styler, I definitely use the gummy, which is something new I started doing. And the gummy, I tell you, this is getting a hold like no other. I thought that my Eco Styler was giving me, longevity. But the gummy, woo! The thing is though with the gummy is that it's a lot more thicker. So you definitely have to use a lot less because you don't want to weigh down your hair with too much products, But I find the gummy definitely works wonders. And it has a really good scent, but it's also very strong. So people who don't really like strong scents, you might need to see if you could get a whiff of it to see if you like it before you actually make a purchase. But I don't have much of gummy, so we definitely using the Eco today, and I'll leave the gummy for my edges. So people, I'm gonna go through with the gel on this side, start the other side with my BodyWorks and my Shea Moisture, and I am going to jump back into the video once we reach the top. Stay tuned. So we're finally up to the front, and I just twist the back and roll them in a little bun. So y'all get a look at how I do it. Go ahead and enjoy this time lapse. This is what I mean when I go through. like this. Back finish, this part finish, and now I just gonna go in with my Essential Nature hair growth oil, and that's just a topper. No, one thing that I will say, people, is you don't have to use as much product as you see me using. Also, it might look like I'm using a lot of product, but remember, I use some water to hydrate the hair, and then I went in with the moisture, then the gel, and then I just add a little oil for a little shine. You don't have to do this step at this point. You can wait for your hair to dry and then just put a little oil in your hair and go throughout, pull throughout the hair to help hydrate it, or you could wait later down when your wash and go is getting stale and you want to revive it a bit. Water spray and a little oil. But I showing y'all how I do mine. You don't have to take every step as I did, and you don't have to use as much product as I would have used, and you don't have to mix. Remember, I'm saying this again, I am mixing because I don't have enough of my go-to product, and I'm just also at the same time experimenting to see how the two mix, just how different my wash and go will look. But right now, as it is, this is still definitely my go-to because it's a thicker and I can use less, and it works. Yeah, still definitely the go-to, but this is also a good second option. So find what works for you. Stay tuned for when we finish this side and I'll show you the end look. All right, people, so this is the final look for the wash and go. Another compliment that I get from people is how bouncy my hair usually looks. So as you can see, it's still like that. If you don't want your wash and go to be too wet with products, maybe you don't have enough time for it to dry, or you don't want to go through and blow dry, definitely use less product and that would work for you. But generally how you would have seen me apply my product is basically how I like my wash and goes to be. And this, like I said, is the ending look product. Look at the definition. Yes. And I just did my edges a bit. So people, definitely, I actually switched from my tripod, so excuse me. Check out the growth hair oil for those edges, or if you just need something to help stimulate your follicles and help your hair to grow faster. If you want to jump on board with the Shea Moisture, you can do that. Or what I would definitely recommend is the go-to, the Eden BodyWorks Curl Defining Cream. And you can definitely top off with your Eco or your Gummy. And give it a try. See how it works for you. As you go through, just test it. If maybe you need to apply more product, do that. Finger comb, finger comb, finger comb until you get the curls, until each strand has been moisturized and has received the product, and see how that looks. Less, maybe more for you and your hair type, or maybe the style that you're going for. If you don't want such a laid style, you would definitely go for less product. So like I said, this is the finishing look here. And yeah, I'm gonna quickly show you all though how I put this up at night for it to last even longer. So let's switch back to the tripod. People, so quickly, I'm just gonna show you how I put up my hair at night to really help with the wash and go lasting. Camera angle has changed a bit, so I can pull down my hair. What I do is that I pull my hair high up into a loose one like this, and I would put a ruffle in it. I know some people say scrunchie. That I would pull it up in a high one, just like this, and I would put on my satin bonnet, and in the morning I just pull it out of the ruffle, no tension, give it a little shake. If I want to pull it, make it be to the side, or if I want to do a middle part, whatever, touch up my edges. Like I said, as some days go on, you may need to give it a little spray here and there with water just to revive it a bit. And if you need to, you can go in with a little oil or whatever you might need. Maybe you might need to go in with a little more gel, whatever the case may be. And usually I tend to get almost a good 2 weeks, with my wash and goes. So a week in, and not only that, but when your wash and go is fresh, you know, it might look a little limp. As it dries, it starts to give you a poofier look. Or some people would tease the roots to make it a little more on the poofy side. One other thing, if you, let's say, because you know natural hair shrinkage is a thing. You want to stretch your hair. Maybe you don't want it to dry and shrink up too much. What I would do is that I would either give it loose twists, or I would put it in multiple ruffles. So I might put one hair, then put another hair, and then maybe put one little hair up just to stretch the hair. Or I might use a clip. So I might pull and clip, and then pull and clip, and put it up in the one overnight. And that's just basically how I would stretch it as well if I don't want it to shrink up, because this can get even shorter than this when it fully dries. So the pull-up method at night, it definitely helps reduce some of that. But people, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And if you want to know more about what I do for my hair, maybe the color that I use to dye my hair and the brand and all those things, definitely let me know, and I will give it to a video. I will give you it in a video. So these are definitely my go-to products for my wash and go.